Hi everyone, my name is Cassandra Parks, and I have been lucky enough to be able to bring you a presentation today on the Empowered series. And my Empowered topic today is, are you loving empowered? Now, a lot of times as women, it is hard to love empowered because we have so many issues going on, whether it's our family life, our work life, just life in general. So these are some things that I'm just going to talk about briefly to make sure that you're getting the most out of loving empowered for yourself. So the thing that I would want you to do is just to jot these down, take heed to some of these things, and make sure that you are loving yourself endlessly. Now, I will tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Cassandra Parks, as I stated before. And I am also a relationship, dating, and intimacy coach. I also am a American Sexual Health Ambassador for the American Sexual Health Association, and I also am a certified hypnotist. So these are just some things that I came along the way, and I found to make sure that women love themselves completely, because we sometimes we just don't love ourselves. As women, we naturally put people in front of us, but sometimes we need to narrow things down and make sure that we're loving us for us. Hi. So some of the things that I would say are, these are just some secrets and some tips that I have to make life go a little bit easier. I'll make them short because I know it's Saturday and people got things to do, but I do want you to get these tips. The first thing I would say is, make sure that self-love begins with simply honoring your needs. And a lot of times we do not do that because, again, life is so hectic and everything is going 1,000 miles a minute. But what we need to realize is, real self-love means that you're taking care of yourself and protecting your energy. Sometimes self-love is saying no to others when you want to say yes. So make sure that you have a strong self-love about yourself, because as I tell people all the time, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to be filled. You have to make sure that you're whole in order to help others. So make sure that your self-love is simply honoring your needs and your wants. Another thing I would say is, make sure that you're compassionate. A lot of times compassion is natural for women, but sometimes it's not, especially with everything that's going on in the world and in your life. So make sure that you have compassion. To be compassionate on your journey of self-love means that you're kind to yourself. And that's what I mean by that, especially if you've been through some sort of transitions. Self-love is very important. So you must have compassion for yourself as far as everything else is concerned too, because often we do not have enough compassion for ourselves. So with these things, when you have compassion for yourself, it allows you to have compassion for others. Something else I would say too is, make sure that loving yourself translates to prioritizing joy on a daily basis. Do something that you love to do, something that, gives you fulfillment, and make sure that it's small things. We can have a love of shopping or something like that, but just, if you like flowers, you don't necessarily have to have flowers. What you can do is look at pictures of flowers. Just loving yourself to do something that eases your mind and gives you a sense of peace and a sense of calming is always important as well, because we have to make sure that we're joyful. And when you're joyful on the inside, it shows, and it allows your life to go a lot easier than things that, when the world is chaotic, you have a sense of peace about yourself. So, focus on your joy on a daily basis. Uh, I really truly believe that it makes you feel better, it makes you help make better choices as well. And another thing is, about self-love I would tell you is, like all love, self-love begins with trust. And I tell my clients all the time that if you do not have trust in a relationship, you're not going to have a relationship, because everything stems on trust when it comes to it. And no matter what type of relationship it is, even with yourself, you have to trust yourself. You have to say there is no certain diet or exercise regime, or anything that's going to make you magically better. But what you have to do is realize that not one size fits all. You have to learn that nobody should put you in a box. You also have to know that making yourself the best person that you can be means that you have to trust your instincts. A lot of times we see things in um, magazines or on television, and we feel like we must emulate them, and we have to do exactly everything that they're doing. But you have to realize that you're an individual. There's billions of people on in the earth, and no one is alike. They're similar, but not alike. And you're an individual. So you have to know personally what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you want to be the best person that you can be. And with that, you have to trust yourself. A lot of times we have self-doubt. I know I struggled with that for years. And, self-doubt is very hard. But you have to trust yourself and your feelings. And make sure that no one tries to put you in a box, because you're made to stand out. Another thing I would say to do is journaling. Journaling helps empower yourself as who you are, because it allows you to have self-discovery. Self-discovery is very important in your life, because that allows you to know who you are. And when you want to empower yourself in your love of self, you have to know what you want. So when you journaling allows you to write down all the things that you like, the things that you don't like, and you have kind of a reference point to go back and look at it and say, I did like that, or no, I didn't like that. So it kind of acts as a reminder of your life, and it's a running record. So journaling is a great thing, especially as far as feelings and emotions. So I would always say journaling is very important, because it allows you to be real and honest within yourself. And not only that, it's a safe place for you, so where you can express all the feelings that you have and that you want. Um, I'm trying to think of some more. Oh, self-love transformation is not complete until you can reclaim your beauty. And when I mean that, I mean we often hate our bodies. We always think we can be prettier or skinnier, or have more weight on us, or filled out here, or not more there and less there. But you have to learn how to embrace your inner beauty. And again, that goes back to trusting yourself and knowing that you're an individual. And sometimes it is hard, but I will say this: if there is something that you don't like about yourself, you can either work on it, or my thing is, I accept myself for who I am. I always have. There are things that I can improve on, but at base point, ground level, I always accept who I am. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot strive for a personal goal that you may have, but I believe in goals since I am a coach. So make sure that it is a healthy goal. Make sure that it is a healthy choice that you make as well when you want to change your beauty, or feel that you need to do that to be empowered. And setting small goals is also important with that. If you have a transformation that you would like to do, make sure that you make it in small, obtainable goals. And then finally, I would say this: I hope that the things that I taught you today help you in your life as far as something small. Um, it is a process. It is hard being a woman, again, especially a businesswoman, because I do have a business as well. But a lot of things that we have to learn is that we have to start with ourselves. So when you start with yourself and make small changes, then you'll have love about yourself. So if you're wanting to contact me for any reason, my name is Cassandra M. Parks. I have a company called Let's Learn Love, which is based in Metro Atlanta. I am also reachable by my website, letslearnlove.com. I also have a radio show that you can listen to through the TuneIn app. 15 WIGO 1570 AM radio based out of Atlanta. It is every Monday from 7 to 7:30. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you would like to say, or any comments or any suggestions, feel free to email me at letslearnlove@outlook.com or on my website, again, letslearnlove.com. Thank you, and I hope that these tips helped you. Have a good day.